You have said that without Willie O'Ree, there would be no Wayne Simmonds in the NHL. What did you mean by that?
Without Willie, there's no one else of color, in the league. If you can't see it, you can't be it. For me, when I grew up, the first thing my parents did was make sure I studied who Willie O'Ree was. Just to kind of get the background, of where hockey came from and its origins.
Tell me about this project with Bauer and creating a custom skate to honor Willie. How did this all come about?
I think it goes back probably a month ago. My agent Eustace called me and he was like, we want your help on, kind of designing a skate. Willie was going to get his number 22 retired in Boston on the 18th, and we thought this would be a great project that we could debut in and around that time, especially during Black History Month.
I know one of the quotes on the skate is, "All I needed was the opportunity." Is that kind of how you feel too?
Once you're presented with an opportunity, that's all I needed. Just one shot, one time where I knew that, I could possibly be moving on and, going up and onwards in my career. And, I would give it 120%. And knowing that Willie helped create, that opportunity for so many young boys and girls, it speaks volumes.
I think back to last August with the return to play, and there are certain images that'll stick out to me. Matt Dumba and his very impassioned speech, him taking a knee, Ryan Reaves standing, at the podium, unified with all the other NHL players behind you. Do you feel that players have committed to making the kind of change that I know you want to see to eradicate racism from the game?
I think slowly. There's still a lot more that can and should be done, but I'm going to go back to Ryan Reaves, Robin Leonard, Jason Dickinson, Tyler Seguin taking that knee. Not only was it, Ryan Reaves obviously is a black player, but those other white guys, and to me that felt like, finally we're starting to gain some traction here. Finally we're starting to, have some other players around the league, that aren't black or of color that are. That this is sinking in, and by that, it signifies that they have our back. All the players of color, we can speak and speak and speak as much as we want, but without our allies, without support from, the other white players, it's only going to be a lot tougher on us. Hopefully it continues to grow and grow, and, we get this thing going in the right direction.
The HDA and the NHL haven't always seen eye to eye on things. In your mind, is there a disconnect, and if so, why is it there?
I think for us, we'd like it to happen sooner than later. I think the NHL itself, has to do a little bit of a better job, and I think come up to speed and, just try and, push a little bit more, where, that everyone sees that they're actually putting their best foot forth, and, it's not just, I don't want to say lip service to be disrespectful or anything like that, but so it actually means something and that they're actually, pushing through.
When you see sort of this young generation of black players just coming into the league right now, Quinton Byfield taken second overall in the draft, Akil Thomas, Keandre Miller, what do those players represent to you? Progress.
I think the more you look at it now, not only, the younger black players that are in pro, but if you go down the line, you look at the black kids playing junior, I think you see a lot more than you did when I was coming up. And, I think that all goes back. It starts with Willie. And then for me, Kevin Weeks was huge for me, and Anson Carter, Chris Stewart, Anthony Stewart, and, just seeing guys that, that look like you, that are doing something that you dream to do.
Marner down low. Simmonds has a look, scores! Wayne Simmonds has the icebreaker on the power play.
You don't have to wait till February of every year to celebrate the black people's achievements, whether it be in hockey or not in hockey. I think that should just be, an everyday thing. We all bleed red. We're all human beings. There shouldn't have to be, 1 month, like I said, but, unfortunately, I think, the black culture, the black race, has been, put down so much that, for us, it feels good to have, a month we can call our own, but we would like for that, to be an all-inclusive, time, not just, February. It should be celebrated at all times.